Welcome to another Out of Spec Reviews video. That is not me walking up to the EQS. However, in just a second, I will be with an EQS taking you on a full tour. I forgot to shoot an intro. Anyway, we are going on a full tour of the Mercedes EQS here in a studio in Los Angeles. This car is awesome, and I'm going to tell you all about it here on Out of Spec Reviews. This particular EQS is painted in twilight blue. I think it's a gorgeous combination, especially in the studio environment. How cool is this that we're in this beautiful white room with this super neat EQS? Let's go on a tour of it. The most striking feature of this car is that there are no body creases around. You have this one bow design that comes over the entire vehicle. The lowest coefficient of drag of any series production car in history. It's a 0.20 drag coefficient. This is when you option the 19-inch wheels and you drive in sport mode, of course. This is the first time you get to see the face of the EQS, and I think it's absolutely gorgeous. Really friendly face, not as serious as some of the Mercedes models from the past, and I really like this. I love this digital light with these 3 dots in the middle connected with this totally wraparound light signature up front. I think it's a gorgeous front end. Really looks incredible in person. Definitely the photos don't do this car justice, I think. Come around to this side as well. You can see this clamshell hood where the engineers had to work out how to stamp this thing and to reduce the body creases, basically to increase your range and decrease your aerodynamic drag, which is super neat. The wing mirrors come off the passenger door here on the side. This particular car is an Edition 1, which is a commemorative addition to the first production year of EQS, 2022, of course. And then we get down to this side. Now, let me show you how the door handles work, because this is pretty interesting. When you have a key on you and you walk up to the door, you can have it programmed to just automatically open. This vehicle is not set that way since we're doing walkarounds. If I swipe on the outside of the door handle, they'll pop out. They have pretty strong motors. They'll break through ice and all that stuff. Then when you pull on them, quite a resistive pull, the doors will open up and then, well, I kind of confused it there, but they'll open themselves automatically, which is super neat. This particular one has 21-inch wheels. This chassis can hold from 19 to 22 inches, which is pretty amazing. And then we come to the back here to the charging port, which is gorgeous. You can see 2 strips of accent light inside here. CCS connection, of course. You have 9.6 kilowatts or about 40 amps for AC charging. 200 kilowatt peak for DC charging, but the engineers tell me that this is going to sustain for a really long time, almost up to 80%. We'll have to test this out in our testing procedure, of course, to double check, but at least on initial reports, this sounds pretty neat. Gorgeous helix shape here and the rear taillights, and then we get to the best part about the EQS, I think, which is the hatchback tailgate. Take a look at this. It's not a regular sedan. You can actually put your dogs and crap in the back of this thing and haul it around, and that's exactly what we want. This is truly a game changer here by going with a hatchback. I think you really can put everything in there. Of course, a little bit of underfloor storage, but not too much. No front trunk here either. What they were able to do is put all of the HVAC controls, the HEPA air filtration system under the front trunk and extend the cabin space. This car is a little bit shorter than S-Class, the full combustion sedan. However, it has a little bit more interior volume, which is super nice. Let's take a look at the inside, of course. Come on over here and look inside the driver's seat. You can see gorgeous seats. This one's fitted with the comfort seats. It has a nice wraparound ambient lighting all throughout the car. And then I have to talk about the neatest feature, but for that, you guys are gonna have to go in the back seat. I'm gonna sit up front and we're gonna talk about something called the Hyperscreen. This is the Hyperscreen, 56 inches diagonally, 1 solid piece of glass, 3 screens. So you have a driver screen, a center display, and then a passenger display. The passenger display is only active when someone sits here. This 17.7-inch display is absolutely gorgeous. You can have 2 main operating modes, sort of a traditional menu operation or something called the 0-layer approach. You just hold the menu button down and you get everything here on the screen from your nav to AI predicted responses. It's pretty neat. You have paddle shifters on the steering wheel to control the regenerative braking forces, up to 290 kilowatt regen here, which is truly impressive. Great driver assistance. It'll make lane changes for you, do active lane centering, things like this, of course. This one's fitted and optioned with a gray seat with a blue dash. This one has the massive 77-inch augmented reality heads-up display, which you won't be able to experience on video, but is truly incredible. This wood dash material is super nice grain. Absolutely love the attention to detail. This fine grain leather is about as nice as you're going to find in any vehicle. Alcantara headliner, of course. Everything throughout this car, unbelievable quality. Again, take a look at that 1 hour long video that we've done that goes through everything, because you talk about the 10 massaging profiles and power nap, and it has certain fragrances and scents and smells, and it's super wild how much attention to detail has been spent in here. But what really matters is the back seat. So I'm going to jump in the back seat here. You guys hold on for 1 second. Here we go, jumping in. Jumping in the back seat here, I have the front seat set for myself at 6'1", as mentioned. Tons of knee room, tons of headroom, really comfortable experience. Absolutely love this this interior. It's absolutely gorgeous for sure. What more would you expect? This one has the executive rear seats, which means I can recline the back seats. I can heat them and cool them. I have my own display here, my own tablet here to control MBUXs. I can have individual profiles on each screen. Great ambient lighting throughout the car. It's just a comfortable place to spend the time. If it were me though, I'd have the back seats down and the 3 dogs in the back, and you can do that because this one's a hatchback. 15 speakers, 750 watt Burmester sound system, which is one of the leading names in automotive sound design. It sounds really good too. Lots of sound designs from the driving experience. We'll save all that so we can get behind the wheel. But in terms of a first glance, everything here is just feeling real nice. And that's the quick tour of the Mercedes EQS. You'll be able to option 2 trims here in the US, a rear-wheel drive 450 Plus that has a 770 kilometer range rating on WLTP. Of course, in the EPA cycle, it's going to be quite a bit less. We'll have to see what it comes in at. And of course, we're going to be running the car through our own 70 mile per hour highway range testing. With a car that's as slippery as this, I expect it to do quite well. And then you can option the EQS 580 4MATIC, which will add a front motor, quite a bit of power, of course. It's going to be quite a quick car. And I'm curious, what do you guys think? Do you think this is a great blend of technology and luxury? For me personally, that's where I think it really falls into the marketplace. It has the best of everything we've known from S-Class with a really good electric architecture underneath. Could be a really neat car, and very much looking forward to spending more time with it and taking it on some road trips that I know you are all excited to see. I'm getting all stumbled up because the car's so neat. See you on the next one.